This episode of SpectreSoundStudios is brought to you by Xvive Wireless. Hey everybody, how's it going? So today I got this in the mail. This is the new wireless system from Xvive. And if you guys recall, I checked out one of their wireless mic systems last year. They've got something new for in-ear monitors, and I'm really excited to check this out. So let's get right to it. I'm not exactly sure what this entails. They just hit me up a little while ago and said, hey, we like the video you did last year. You want to do one for this year? I said yes. So full disclosure, yes, they are sponsoring this video because a guy's got to pay his bills. But here we go. We've got the box here, the Xvive. I'm not exactly sure how this all works. This goes for in-ear monitors and line outputs. Interesting. So features, 2.4 gigahertz wireless in-ear monitor system. Create your personal or team's monitor system. Send audio wirelessly to performers on stage. Okay, so this sounds like this is going to be for singers, that kind of thing. Definitely a live situation, or maybe even a guitar player, that kind of thing, if you don't want to have a lot of on-stage volume. I know my friends in Demons and Wizards, they're playing almost completely silently on stage. They're playing off Kempers and all direct about. The only thing live on the stage are the drums. Everything else is just, through the in-ears. And apparently it works pretty damn well. Now that's a pretty impressive looking package, actually. That's pretty good, pretty much to the point. And I'm really curious as to how this is gonna work. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get Alex in here. We're gonna try this system out and just see what the range is like, that sort of thing, and what we think. All right, so I've got Alex here with me. Now, Alex, you're a touring musician. He's keyboard player from Witherfall, aside from being, just general tech guy on Gear God's channel. And, we were just kind of messing around with the wireless system, getting it going and whatnot. We're just outputting live from our dialogue mic up here, not only into Reaper, but across this wireless system. Do you have the receiver there?
Yeah, I have it on here. It's on my thing.
So we were like, oh, why is this thing so noisy? Well, it turns out we had a faulty TT cable that was a little... just a little finicky.
I mean, it wasn't that noisy, but after it turns out it was because of that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and then when you figure,
we're like, there's a massive latency. Well, no, it's because I'm running RX as a denoiser, and that definitely introduces latency in your signal. But once we got all that turned off, it's actually the latency is like super acceptable. I think it's somewhere around 3 milliseconds or something like that.
Yeah, it's in the milliseconds. Yeah.
So you've got your in-ears here, and then you're pretty much deaf to what's going on in the room.
Right.
And which ones are those?
These are my Ultimate Ears reference remastered.
Okay.
Yeah, I have Stealth Sonics ones as well, but they're currently being refitted.
Right, I've got the Stealth Sonics as well. I really love them, and but I mean, like, this is definitely a very inexpensive way to get into the whole wireless in-ear monitoring system.
How much is this?
It's like $250. I've got a link in the description below. I think it was $250. I actually just purchased it off Amazon so I could get it here quicker. It looks very similar to the transmitter that they had for the Xvive wireless mic system last year that I did a show on, and they seem to have...
This is so tiny, dude. This might be the smallest monitoring solution I've come across. Yeah. Do you know anyone who does anything else like this small?
I haven't seen one.
So what I use when Witherfall, I have a Sennheiser system, and that's like a rack. It's it's huge, and the pack is like 3 times the size of this.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah,
oh wow, that's great.
Maybe at least 3 times the size of this.
So yeah, the batteries are built in. You power it up via USB charger. There's a split cable, so you can charge up both units at the same time. That's a huge win as well. Yeah, I gotta say, overall, it's light. It gets the job done. Range isn't bad. I think you were saying it's about 35 feet in here, but that's going through walls too.
Yeah, that was going through wall. I purposely tried to find I
mean, from here to the bathroom, you got to go through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 walls.
Right.
So
and then an entire gear studio worth of gear.
Exactly.
So
yeah, it's definitely not bad. In other words, it's probably going to work for you on stage.
Yeah.
So that's
be a problem.
That's pretty cool. It's got, how many channels are on there?
Let's see, there is 6 different frequency channels you can choose from.
Okay, and the overall output is really freaking loud as well.
Yeah, it's really loud.
Again, when we hooked it up, I was like, oh, it's really quiet. I'm like, well, let's try a different channel. Boom, there it is. And I will have you know, I did turn it down before I started changing channels.
Yes.
Yes, because we've all made that mistake one time too many.
Yeah, with my in-ears, look at that. It's 15% of the volume. That's as loud as I could take. So there's quite a bit of headroom.
Now, the one caveat with this system, you got to remember, this is mono. So now, this is the thing. Alex and I were just arguing about this. Well, why is it mono? Okay. Well, if you're on stage and you want to hear your band, chances are a mono mix is going to be fine because you're not going to be panning the guitar and the bass in your monitor mixes anyway. You just want to hear the signal.
Right.
Exactly. So, and if you're a vocalist, whatever, you want to hear that center. You don't want to, especially if you get a bad 1/8 jack, you don't want the signal going to one side.
Right. Yeah, and like almost in most cases and scenarios, most people mono is going to be what you're going to do for your monitoring.
Exactly.
There's certain situations like
if you're a keyboard player, you might want to hear it in stereo. Like Alex is a keyboard player, so this might not be ideal for him. But if you're playing, a real instrument like drums, guitars, vocals, bass. No, did I just say bass was a real instrument? Yeah. I'm sorry. I apologize to the keyboard players.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay.
How dare you?
Yes. If you're playing any other instrument, it's probably going to be absolutely fine for what you need.
Oh, yeah.
And let's be honest here. How many metal keyboard players are there in Los Angeles right now besides you?
There's one other one I know.
Okay. Yeah. They're pretty rare.
Yeah.
So basically we've got a unicorn over here. He's really good too.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. If you get a chance to see Witherfall on tour, go check them out. They're absolutely amazing.
Thanks.
And the keyboard solos are pretty damn awesome, I gotta say.
Yeah, those are epic. Yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty freaking cool. Anyway, so there you go. That's the Xvive wireless in-ear monitoring system. You can follow the link in the description below, and you can get your hands on the transmitter and receiver. Just beware, it does not come with an actual set of headphones. You do need to supply those, and I'll put some links in the description below for options there as well. I mean, like, honestly, a set of the ones we've got, the 9-driver ones from, Stealth Sonics.
Yeah.
Those will set you back a few bucks.
Yeah, you don't have to get the 9-driver one. They have... lesser drivers, cheaper ones.
But there are definitely cheaper headphones you can get as well that'll work in ears. I mean, like, honestly, just a cheap set of earbuds for your from an iPod or something like that will do the trick. I know TJ tracked drums back at Spectre for years with just a real cheap set of in-ears, and he absolutely loved working with those.
Wow.
So there you go. You don't absolutely have to break the bank on those, and this looks like a pretty damn interesting economic solution for monitoring yourself while you're on stage. As long as you don't need a stereo field, this is going to definitely get the job done. All right, so I'm pretty pleased with how well this thing worked. I was pretty impressed with just how well it worked through walls. This can come in real handy on stage for a vocalist who can't get his monitor levels right or whatever. The fact it's super affordable is great too. Now, here's the thing. I haven't played live on stage in about 2 decades. I mean, I think the last gig I had was in 96 or 97 or something like that. So this really isn't going to do me a lot of good. So I thought I'd make it a little more interesting and put this thing up for a raffle. So if you wanted your chance to get your hands on one of these, follow the link in the description below, sign up on Rafflecopter. And the requirements are going to be, like sign up for my newsletter, subscribe to my channel, the really difficult stuff. Anyway, just thought it'd be really cool to offer this up to one of you guys, and I will be more than happy to ship it anywhere in the world. So before I go, I just want to say thank you so much for watching the video, and thank you so much to Xvive for sponsoring this. Stick around, we got a bunch more tutorials coming up and some more Fearless gear reviews as well. And maybe even an episode of Stupid Musician Techs. Oh boy, are we ever overdue for one of those. Anyway, until next time, make the best records you possibly can by any means necessary. See you later.